Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's up, everybody? What's up, TikTok? What's up, YouTube? How are we today? Monday. We're going to be working on IO playing some more. Got a few more contracts to do since our stuff is actually still growing and such, as it were. Let's see here. I got a harvesting contract, a baling contract, and a cultivating contract to do today to start out. See how far that takes us. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. Get some tunes going here for those of you who can actually hear them, and we will get to farming. Perfect song to start off, obviously, for obvious reasons for me. What do we got in here? What's in here? Ain't nothing in there. So that'll be. What's up, gamer? Let's go knock out this baling one. We'll go knock this out. Appreciate that follow, buddy. How is your Monday going? So let's see, where's that baling contract? It's field 20, which I think it's a big field. So I think the contract pays like 79 grand or something to bale it, but I think I know where it is. So only reason I have this I just do solo farming, gamer. I just farm solo, buddy. I appreciate you asking, though. I'm more of a loner type of guy. Just a solo guy over here. Staying here, not like some other people. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I know there's a lot of folks that come in and ask if you run multiplayer or something like that. As soon as you tell them no, they take off, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. But no, I prefer to play solo. Is all. Here we go. Let's see here. Unfold. I need to change the bale size on this. $240. There we go. And lower on. Here we go. I think this is the baler I was saving for like contracts and stuff. I believe. There we go. This is the field I thought I was on the other day where it where I had thought that there was a big old hill on it, but it wasn't this one. This is a good sized field though, for real. Yeah, this one's gonna take a little bit, but it's alright. So I have this one because it's got wider pickup, but I take it down to regular sizes of bales because if I'm doing baling for my own, I got to make sure when you get to like the unrealistic sizes, not all the bale transport stuff works to like pick them up to transport them, so it's kind of a pain. But they have a wider pickup option, like wider pickup area option, which I do like. So, and I have 3 different square balers. One's to do straw, the other's to do the other one is to do silage. This one technically should be being used to do hay, but we're just going to use it for this contract. I wasn't sure what kind of field this was, so I didn't want to use one of my ones I've been using on my own stuff. Marcus, this is Iowa Plains. Iowa Plains View. Made by the same person that made the Alma, Missouri. It's a really good map. I like it. This is actually the 3rd different save that I've done on here. Where do you sell the bales at? For this one, I don't sell them anywhere. This is a contract. But honestly, I haven't really sold bales at all. I'm using them for... I'm doing like for my animals and everything. For the cow barn that we got. I'm going to use them for that. So I got silage bales and straw bales right now. And then I'll be doing hay bales as well. And that's going to be to like go into making TMR for food. So TMR is total mix rations for food for the cows. So I haven't really sold them anywhere. I think a lot of times you could sell them at like a farmer's market thing or like a... I don't think you take them to a grain bin, but it really depends on the map that you're on, as if they have places to sell. You can sell bales, for sure. It just depends on the map that you're on as to where to sell them at. Sometimes it's for like the, I think there's some that have to do with animals and everything like that as a sell point somewhere, but you can sell them. I just haven't typically sold the bales I use them. But when it's a contract like this, literally the whole contract is just to bale it. It's not to take it to a sell point or anything like that. Now, I don't know if they have... I'm on console, so they might have different... They might have different types of contracts that you can do with, like, different contract mods on PC to where you could sell the bales after you bale them on a contract, but I don't have that option on console. what do you get for that kind of thing is paying like 79,000. But I can tell you, when you're doing contracts, it depends on what setting you have your economy on. It's on, because that will determine how much. But this particular one, and I'm only doing contracts right now because everything like that, and there's not really anything I can do on there. But I don't, unless there's like nothing left to do. It is my tractor and baler. I'm not borrowing equipment on. I used to before, but I've since learned that I like when I start a map or something like that. A lot of times I'll so yeah, you can borrow it. You can if you don't have it, but I like having my own stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, Adam, you can borrow, I think, any equipment for any contract, from what I understand, or what I've seen. You can take the smallest combine and put it on the biggest header. Yeah, it's goofy looking. The problem you run into with that is that the pipe, the auger pipe, will not clear the width of the header, so you're gonna have a rough time unloading it. I've done it before. I've done that before and didn't even like think about it. Till I had to unload it and I was like, oops. How many mods do I have right now? That are active? I think I only got like, I don't have a ton. I think it's somewhere around 80-ish. I don't even know if I got that many that are active, to be honest. I know being on console, you can only use so many. There's only so many slots you can, that would be allotted to mods. So I know I don't have 100. I'm not using 100 on here. I might be using like, it's just an Xbox Series X. It's what I'm playing on. I was on PC for a while, and then I got tired of messing around with having to adjust things all the time. I'm not sure how many gig I have. I think it's, the console itself has 1 terabyte, has a 1 terabyte hard drive, but, or whatever it is, one terabyte. I don't know how much I have left right now, but I got enough to do and play the games that I have, so I think we're good. Yo, Adam, I appreciate that follow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I gotta get fuel in my combine before I do the harvest contract. I probably don't, because I have like half a tank, but I'd rather be on the safe side before we go jump into the harvesting contract here. Because we got this one, we got this baling contract, a harvesting contract, and we got a cultivating contract to do. Is that Ramadhani? Ramadhani? I can't, I apologize if I'm screwing that name up, your name up, but I appreciate that follow. Welcome in, welcome in. What all do I have on the farm? I just got a bunch of equipment, silos, greenhouses, and I got chickens, goats, and cows. And if you stick around and watch long enough, you'll see it all. So. Yeah, I don't use the windmills. I also have a mod where I could do, like, I could put up some oil pumps, and that would make money as well. But I don't have any of that kind of stuff up. That's why I do the greenhouses, and then I also have the corn, the grain dryer was part of the starting farm, so I'll make money off of that too. Because some of these contracts in other people's, you know, the AI farms, they bring their grain over there, so. I don't know, I like doing the contract, so it gives me something to do. Pretty fun, in my opinion. But yes, I do know that the windmills make a lot of money. I do knows that. Alright, Adam. Appreciate the follow, dude. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit, dude. Appreciate you. Sounds good. Sounds good. I think I want to adjust the volume just a little bit more. Well, maybe not. I think the volume's probably good. I think we're good. All right. So the headlands are done. Now we get to the up and downs as they were. They call them up and downs, but they're not always up and down. I mean, this one it is, but sometimes they're side to side. Just depends on which way the field's facing, you know? Yeah, nah. Alright. Alright. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. So how's everybody's Monday going so far? Is it going well? Or is it just being a Monday? Or is it not even Monday for you anymore? I know I got a lot of folks that come through from like New Zealand and Australia and stuff a lot, so man, we are bailing the heck out of this field. Yo, Ramon with the share. Appreciate that share. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Oh, play, yeah, yeah. Getting busy on the old fiddle there. It was getting busy on the fiddle right there. Not the fastest fiddle I've ever heard, but still good. Man, I wonder how much you're making off of this field. I mean, straw bales don't bring that much money, but there's a lot of them, so I wonder how much they'll make off of it. Yo, Cyrano with the follow. Appreciate that follow, Cyrano. I'm assuming I hope I'm not butchering people's names. If I am, I apologize. But appreciate the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Not a bad remake of this song, considering the original artist is in it. It's pretty good. I think we'll try to go around this bale. We'll go around it. Boro, Yo National, appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. Wonder how many bales we end up doing. It says there's 37 already, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. I like how the AI gets the swaths so like perfect, but when I do them, they're kind of messy. I gotta get better at that. I could have made 37 bales already, but I don't think that I have. Yo, Miguel with the follow. Appreciate that follow, Miguel. Welcome in. I appreciate that follow. Let's go. Welcome to the Fico Style TV family. Chat, we are moving closer towards 3,300 followers over on TikTok. Pretty amazing to me. Never had that many followers following me on anything. So, every time there's a new follower, it's a new record. What would be cool is to try to get on those leaderboards for like the gifts and stuff like that. If anybody ever feels generous like that, that would be awesome. I've never been on the leaderboard of anything. That's alright. I feel like one day it might happen. Doesn't have to be today though. From Toby Keith. Oh, I just noticed that the weather changed from what it was like. It's supposed to go back to like raining yesterday when we were on here, and now it's gonna go from cloudy to sunshine. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Huh. So the bale counter, I don't think is accurate. I was saying I got 46 bales done, and there ain't no 46 bales done on here. Interesting. I don't think I used this baler for our own straw bales. Not that I can remember, but maybe I did. Who the heck knows? But I really don't think there's 47 bales on here already. I guess I could have used this one to do our own. Shoot, I don't know. User with the follow, appreciate that follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Well, there wasn't, but now trouble's here. What's up, Arshawn? What, I see it. No Karn? Nope, no Karn. Not yet. It ain't ready yet. I'm trouble. No Karn yet. You have to spell that the right way, though. It's K-A-R-N. That's how you spell Karn. Oh, Cam. I thought it said Karn. Yeah, no Cam. No camera. Ain't nobody need no camera around here. I didn't have a camera yesterday either. I thought you said Karn. Sorry, the font is rather tiny. No, no, it was not. I had a cam on in 2 days. Yeah. Well, I have 2 separate chat windows open too, so that makes it even smaller. I got TikTok up on one side and then YouTube on the other side, but it's on a vertical screen, so sure will. What do you mean? What do you mean sure will? Oh yeah, make the yeah, for sure. Faux show. I'm just doing some more contracts right now. Still got time left in the day on this. Well, day, month, whatever you want to call it. So we're knocking this one out, and then we got a harvesting contract and a cultivating contract. We're going to be cultivating the field we harvested yesterday. We're just chilling, bro. Chilling. Like a villain. Although, I feel like there are some villains that are not really chilling that much. I don't know if that statement applies to all villains. You know what I mean? Chilling like a villain, so you're not chilling at all. There will be no chilling involved today. Currently looking for a new home to return to Vivem to. Oh, really? Then eventually Red M as well. I thought about trying to get into Red M, but I don't think I have enough space on my PC to download it. Hey, welcome back, Adam. I'm glad you came back. I would love to do Red M. If I was gonna do RP stuff, I would rather do that. All you need is RDO. Really? That's like so like I could be part of Red M and have it on console? Or do I have to have it on PC? I've never tried to look into getting into Red M. I'm assuming Red M I would have to have that part on PC, but could I have the game on console? Well, I mean, I could get Red M online. I just don't know if I'll be able to stream it. And I have Red Dead Redemption online. I already have it on PC. I haven't messed with it in a long time, so I'd have to figure the controls out. You love watching me? You just started though. I appreciate it. I would love to do Red M. It would largely depend on your PC specs. I know I can play the game. I just don't know if I can stream the game. Stream me doing it. Let me tell you how to get money. I think I know how to get money. But what is your idea, country kid? Let's hear what your idea is on how to get money. I would like to hear it. We can always give it a try if you want. Just got to tell me if you'd like to learn. I wouldn't mind learning how to do Red M. And I feel like it would be, I know it's, you know, PC controls and stuff like that and mouse and keyboard, but I feel like I would do better. It would be easier to figure out the mouse and key stuff on Red M than on GTA. GTA stinks because, like, driving cars, I can't stand driving cars on mouse and key, but you're on horses and stuff like that. Save your game, leave it, then go to multiplayer, get every farm, and then save, and then leave, go back to the world, and you get more money? What? Alright. That's a lot of work, and that's confusing there, country kid. I don't think I want to do that. Controllers just for driving? See, there's some that I've done that you can't even do that. You can't even use the controller for driving. Get 30 windmills, speed up your time, put a blanket over your screen. Leave it for a few hours. No thanks. That was old 5M? Oh, really? So you can actually use a controller to do the driving and stuff now? Interesting. I mean, I know all about that, Adam, but most of the servers have some kind of controller plug-in. Oh, really? Well, that's terribly convenient. Maybe I'll look into doing that. The problem I have with it, though, is I'm not very creative. So, like, I tried to do some RP before, but if you get new farms, you get 1 million for every farm. So if you get there's 7 at 7 million, yeah. Or I can just keep grinding like I am. Yo, user, I appreciate that follow. Thank you. Where do I live? Right in the middle of the United States. Talk outside of this with our voices to kind of get more in depth. Yeah. I got you. Oh, I got you, country. But there's all kinds of little tricks to get money on here. It is a different idea. I can tell you that I've not heard that one before. But yeah, no, what's the most money I ever had on farming? I mean, technically I've had unlimited when I was playing on PC. And it was just a couple clicks of some button. No, I got you. I got you, country. Aiming to start this week? I got you, Arshawn. Yeah, I'll reach out to you on probably Discord or something. I mean, it wouldn't take no time for me to re-download it. What I'd probably do is just uninstall FarmSim off the PC and put that instead. This week will mostly be more of a scope. I got you. Yeah, I think out of the two, I'd probably much rather do Redem. I feel like that would be more my my wave. The most I've had was, I think, 39 billion? No, million. 39 million from that glitch. Yeah. Yeah. Or I could just go on PC and I have a mod on there that I could just add all the money that I need. That's way faster. Do I have an X9? I do not. Not on here. The harvester that I have is a case harvester. We decide on some things for... Yeah. I got you. That's what I don't like about PC, because they always get the best stuff. Well, I mean, that's going to be the case no matter what you're playing. Is that, Mad? I'm just going to call you Mad. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, PC's always going to get the most mods and stuff like that, because you can mess with game scripts and things like that. I told you, Adam, you'll get to see it. You just got to keep on sticking around and watching, man. You'll see it. It's not big. There ain't a whole lot to it, but just stick around. I promise. You'll see it. I promise. Yep, still in Iowa Plains. I'll probably be on this map for a while. I really like this map. I like the Welker Farms, but it got to be a little boring because there was only a certain amount of fields. So between all of my stuff growing and stuff, there wasn't anything to do, so it got kind of boring. But I don't have any mods, you know. My fields are way smaller than that. Yeah. Yeah, Welker is more repetitive. Now, if you're a very creative person, Welker has potential to be a lot better, and you could set up like your own and create your own production chains and stuff like that. It leaves all that freedom there. I don't have that creativity in my brain. Or if I have the idea, I don't know how to make it look good, if that makes sense. So I do not do song requests. I just put a playlist on and that's what's playing. Never care for the production stuff. Well, I'm saying production chains. So, like, for instance, they have a coffee production. So that involves having greenhouses, then a roaster, then the final spot would be like a cafe or something like that. And you can set up your own production chains in there. But what I'm saying about, or another one would be like, you go from like having animals like your cows and goats and stuff like that, but yeah, it is. It's lucrative, but I never have messed. I literally haven't messed with any of like the beehive stuff or nothing like that, but again, to set it up and make it look good and make it look cool and not just like thrown together, which is how it always looks when I do stuff like that. I don't have that creativity. Like, I don't know how to make it happen. Right. I think so. It's pretty much the same kind of thing as like chickens. Wait for them to send out a pile of eggs. Profit, yeah. I get the concept. I do. I swear I get the concept. If you really want to, if you want to be really, 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 if you want me to be like 1,000% honest, I play this game to just like chill and kill time and just relax, you know? It's easiest to go to since it's not the solar panels or wind road. Yeah. That's true. Or windmills, you mean? If I was being paid to be creative, then I'd figure out how to be creative, but I ain't getting paid to be creative. So I'm gonna chill, relax, and do my thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way I look at it. Every now and again I'll get a harebrained idea and try to make it happen, but it don't happen often, that's for sure. I like all the ideas, and I see cool stuff from other people farming and playing. Takes more effort, right? Yeah, I'm just saying I'm saying with the Welker Farms map, I feel like you would have to do that kind of thing to make it more, less monotonous and more things to do on that map. You would have to create the more things to do, is what I was getting at by that. I didn't say I cared for the productions. I'm just saying those were ways to add more stuff to do on there, so it's not so boring. Like, it's like after you plant and take care of your own fields or whatever they need to be done, then you just got to skip ahead a bunch of months until you get to your stuff. How do you use the baler? You unfold it, drop the baler down, turn it on, pull it with you. It bales everything for you, and then drops it out when the bales are full, or is the size it needs to be. Pretty simple, actually. That's it. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't work. Well, you gotta have the right swath on there. Like if you don't have swaths that you're running over, it doesn't just like bale whatever's on the ground. You got to have it like swathed correctly or something like that, otherwise the baler won't pick it up. You got to make sure it's turned on too. Sometimes you can't hear it running, so you got to make sure it's actually on too. How do you swath it? Like what I'm running over right now? You don't do that with the baler. You do that with the combine or a windrower. Like if you're doing like grass or something like that where you mow it, you windrow it into these, it's called swaths, which are the lines I'm running over, and then you can run over that with a baler. But to make the swath, you either do it with a combine, like if you're doing grain, if you're like harvesting like wheat, you can turn the swather on the combine, and at the same time stuff is going into the hopper on the combine, it'll drop a swath, which is what you see that I'm running over right now. That's called a swath. When you do something involving like mowing, like grass or alfalfa or clover or something like that, you have to mow it. And if you're trying to make silage, you just come back after you mow it with a windrower, which is another machine that you pull through, and the windrower will turn it into swaths like you're seeing me run over right now. Okay, so that's if you're doing silage, and then you would bale that. You could run over that with the baler, and then for silage you would wrap them, so it would be silage. If you were doing hay, meaning you basically wanted it to be dry, so silage, you think of this way, silage is wet, hay is dry. If you're doing hay, you would, after you mow it, you would get a tedder, which turns the grass over and everything, so it dries it out. Then you would do the windrower to put it into the swaths like this. Then you would come through with the baler and bale it. That's how you would do that. But the baler itself, the operation of the baler is easy. You see the it has all your directions, everything up in your top left corner of your screen of like what buttons to hit and everything. So you lower the pickup. First you unfold it, you lower the pickup, turn it on, and then just when you run over it, the pickup picks up the swath and makes it a bale. Hopefully that helped you. Hopefully that helps you. This is definitely a big field, chat. Eventually, we might own this field. Not anytime soon, but eventually. It is not my field. This is a contract that I'm doing. So, contracts are something that if you go into your pause menu and you go down to, it looks like 2 pieces of paper, you can do contracts. And what this is, it's AI farms and the AI fields, and they are looking for someone to do certain tasks on their field. And they pay you money once the task is completed, and you can do that. And I'm doing that because my own fields are growing. Like I've already planted them and everything like that, and I'm waiting for them to get to the point where I can harvest them and do the things I need to do. So what a lot of people do they'll go to the time frame and stuff and just speed up time or skip through and go to the next month and this, that, whatever. I don't like to do that often. So while my stuff is growing and doing its thing, I've already taken care of it. I will go in and do contracts just to make money and have something to do. So sometimes it can get monotonous. It's the same thing. And the thing is, you don't have to do contracts. So, but if it gets to a certain point where you're just doing the same thing over and over again and you don't want to do it anymore, then you can skip to the next month or next day or whatever. Jess, I'm not, I don't do multiplayer. I'm just solo farming. So basically any of the fields that you don't own, there's a potential to have some sort of a contract offered that you can do to do a task on those other fields. Like I said, I just do it to make money while I'm in between doing stuff on my own farm and my own fields and everything. That's how I make money. The only bummer about doing contracts on console is that for the contract to be considered, Romello, appreciate the share. The only bummer about doing contracts on console, and it's only with 25, they didn't have this issue, or it wasn't set up this way in 22, or even in 19, which was the first one I ever played, is that for the contract on a field to be considered done and 100% completed, it does not require you to do 100% of the task. So on certain contracts like this, pretty much any contract other than harvesting a field, once that contract gets to 100% completed, it will no longer allow you it won't let you continue working on that field because the contract is already completed. So what you'll see with a contract like this, or even like cultivating or anything, Esmeralda, I appreciate that follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. What you'll see happen is it'll say, it'll flash and go, you don't have access to this field anymore because I've completed the contract. I kind of don't like that because it used to be you could complete the contract but continue to work on the field that you were on until it was completely done. But it is what it is. There's a mod on PC that allows you to continue working on the field, but you don't get that on the console. And I'm not sure why they changed that for 25, but it is what it is. You get used to it. Grant with the follow as well. Appreciate that follow, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome to the Fico Style TV family. Happy Monday to you guys. Hopefully your Mondays are treating you. Hopefully your Monday's treating you like a Wednesday. James with the follow. Appreciate that follow, James. Let's go. Appreciate the likes. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. So for anybody that is new to the channel, I do live stream on TikTok here, obviously, and I do have a landscape or horizontal form that I live stream on YouTube at the same time. If you prefer to watch in landscape mode, there's that option as well. However, there is no music on YouTube. There's only music over here on TikTok. And I have transitioned away from playing games like Call of Duty. I used to play Warzone a lot and stream that and everything. I've transitioned away from that to basically focusing more on like the simulator games and possibly doing some story mode games or, you know, single player stuff. So if that's your cup of tea and you want to hang out and continue to be around, I appreciate y'all. But just kind of giving you a little bit of overview of what you can expect anytime I go live. So I appreciate you guys all following. I appreciate y'all being in here. We don't do crazy stuff, and OEM, I don't play multiplayer. That was the other thing I was getting at. Is I've done multiplayer before. It doesn't really work out like I want, and sometimes my OCD gets the better of me when playing multiplayer, and I just prefer to do solo farming. So I appreciate you asking, but no, I don't do the multiplayer thing. Like I said, I do appreciate you asking, though. Only play with wife and kids, only in a lock game? Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that's a little bit different, but just, there's only, literally there's like 2 people that I've ever played with that I trust to play multiplayer with. Every other time it's either been started out good and then started being just like a crap show, or it just wasn't good from the start. So, and unfortunately that's just the way it is, and I just don't really do it. Riley, no sir, no sir. I was just explaining, I don't play multiplayer, buddy. So I mean, you can join in the chat and hang out, but no, I farm solo. I play this solo, so. Most of the time that I've ever done multiplayer, it usually turns into a headache, and I don't like that. It's not much fun for me. Or they'll sell your crops and mess around. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I use mods and everything, James, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just like playing solo. That's a vibe for me. I'm good with it. Know what I mean? You have to keep a consistent speed to keep a decent bale. No, the baler will bale what it needs to bale, no matter how fast you're going. you can change the size of the bale in the menu and it options stuff, and there's ways to it'll tell you how to do that up in your controls, which is in the top left of the screen. Obviously you can't see it on TikTok, but no, it doesn't matter how fast you're going. There's a working speed for it, which is why I'm going, 10 miles an hour, but yeah. You're doing round bales? Hey, you know what? That's good. Road gear third? What you talking about? Well, for one, I am him. This contract called for square bales, so that's why I'm doing it. And I just like square bales better. It's just a preference. So. At least square bales don't go rolling down a hill. I've had to go chase round bales before. It is not fun. And with the square baler, I can keep on going unless you're using the fast bale, you kind of have to stop in certain points with the round baler from what I've done. It's insane, right? Usually on tractors, there's a low, medium, high range. Then you can select 1 to 4 on your gears. Well, I'm on automatic, so I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not. I don't go that realistic with it. So I just go. If I wanted to put that kind of work in it, then I would go do actual work. I'm playing a video game. And I have to be work. If that makes sense. You ever play other games? I used to. I mean, played the main 2 games I've played the latest have been Farm Sim, and then I've done like Warzone casuals, but nobody wants to watch that. I have proof that nobody wants to watch it too, because I used to stream it, and I have since decided to not stream that anymore. I mean, they could be 4x6. I don't know what they are. They're square, that's all I know. I might branch off and start trying to get into more like story mode games as well, or possibly even start doing some RP. I just gotta work on trying to RP and be entertaining with it, because so far the few times I've tried to do RP, it's brutal. There's not much RP going on. So, but so for now, so I guess you're right. So then, the other thing that I will be playing, and I did play it before, but I just haven't since moving over to console. I used to play American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, but both of those are coming to console. I believe the last I heard by the end of the year. So once those come to console, I'll be playing that as well. But for now, I'm having some fun. I'm having fun playing Farming Simulator, you know? So that's what 90% of the content's gonna be. Or streams will be. And again, you're not going to see me doing like crazy fast things on here and super duper unrealistic everything, this, that, and whatever. There's unrealistic like capacities of things, but I'm kind of in the middle of, you know, unrealistic, realistic-ish. But that's the cool thing about this game, is that there's no right way or wrong way to play it, so... So it makes it fun to me, is that I can play it how I would like to play it. We only got a few more rows to do here. It's definitely a lot bigger than it seemed, but it's probably why the contract pays $79,000. I think I need to get into my Picfinity stuff and maybe set up some chatbot stuff. I see other people have it, but I never bothered messing with it. Maybe help you guys with some questions or something like that. Set up some chat commands or something. I know one of the ones that I would like to put on there is like, yeah, I'm just farming. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'll be doing today. I don't typically switch up games when I'm streaming. I'll play the same game the whole time. I try to stay on one game. That's just how I do, you know what I mean? Right now I'm doing contracts because my my own farm stuff is all like growing and everything like that, and there's really nothing for me to do on my own stuff right now. So just figured I'd do some contracts, make some money. How big is my farm? Not terribly big. It's basically the starter farm that you get on this map, which is Iowa Plains. It's not big yet. I haven't, this particular save I haven't been on very long. This is like a third different time I've played on the Iowa Plains map, but so this particular time it's not very big. I mean, I got quite a bit of equipment and stuff, but it's not like huge and built up and everything like that yet. Because of certain mods or something like that, or I just didn't like, or I didn't like how I had the other one, or I tried something on the other one and it did not go well, like mainly with like terraforming it or something, and and I accidentally saved it at the wrong point or something. It is what it is. Not really a big deal to me, you know? I can tell you what is a big deal to me is I gotta use the restroom. So I'll be right back, chat. Give me a few minutes. Actually, it won't even be that long, but I'll be right back. Appreciate that follow, Austin. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry guys, that was the coffee said it was time to leave. So I think after this one we'll get the cultivating contract done, and then we'll get the harvesting one done after that. Yeah. Sometimes I'll hire the AI to do certain stuff every now and again. I like to try to do most of the stuff on my own. Unless I'm trying to do like a bunch of different things at the same time, but that don't happen a whole lot. I might have to hook up the farm stick again. I have the farm stick, but I don't have a whole lot of room on my desk to maneuver things, but I think I'm going to try and go ahead and hook that up again because I want to get used to it. It definitely is worth it because it takes away from having to use my controller a lot. And it has like one button controls for certain things, which is nice. Not gonna lie about that one. I just haven't messed with it and gotten used to all the controls on it, so but I'm never gonna learn the controls if I don't hook it up and use it, so what I'd like to do, since I don't have like a sim rig or nothing, because I do use a wheel and pedals and everything, but I just got it all connected to my desk and everything. But what would be really cool is to make like a little like drop down like holder for my farm stick and stuff like that, because it sits a little high and can be a little bit uncomfortable with the position of it to use, but I gotta get some material to make that so I can bring it down off of my desk and kind of have it lower a little bit to be more of a natural position. What's up, DJ? Is that Jama or just DJ? It's Jama. That's my guess. I'm probably wrong, but ooh, 3 more passes. Not even quite. Not a total 3 man or 3 passes. Because the last one we won't be able to finish the whole thing. Contract will be done. Shoot, it might be done before we even get to the 3rd row that's left. Making big money? I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good contract. Like I said, this one pays $79,000, but the other 2 aren't quite as big, but that's okay. It's all in the green and keeps us operating. What's the biggest contract on there, or don't you know? It really depends on what it is, what the contract is. The biggest contract I've ever done, it was not on this map, but the biggest contract I've ever done was I think it was a harvesting contract, and it paid out like $149,000 or something. It was a 124 acre field of nothing but carrots, so it took forever to do. I ended up actually putting an AI worker on it because I didn't have the modded equipment to make it a little quicker. That is one thing that you will see me do pretty unrealistic, is harvesting any kind of root crops, whether it's potatoes, sugar beets, red beets, carrots, spinach, peas. Yeah, so I will do that the most unrealistic as I can think of, for the most part. If I have any of those kind of contracts, but I put an AI worker on the one because I didn't have the modded equipment on there for some reason, and it literally took in real time, like actual real time, it took like 10 hours for it to get done. Patrick, I appreciate that follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the Fico Style TV family. Happy Monday to you. Yeah, 10 hours real time, that's way too long. That was, I could have done, I could have done 4 days worth of streams and just been on that one field doing the same thing the whole time. That was one that I put the AI on and forgot about it till it was done. Well, you can cancel a job, can't you? Can't you, or contract? I mean, you can, but it was going to be worth the money. I mean, $149,000 is worth it. I just didn't want to get stuck on it with the equipment I was using. It wasn't too bad. Like I said, I just let the AI do it and then forget about it. So the one thing that I had that was unrealistic about it was the capacity of what I was using was like way more than what it was gonna do. I love baling too. Yeah, I got you. I am not a farmer in real life. What's up, Triple D? Never got the opportunity to be one. Always wanted to be, but never got to be one. You gotta have be born into the family of a farmer or something like that, or have a bunch of money to be able to buy land or rent land and equipment and stuff to try to do farming. So no, unfortunately, I was never a farmer in real life. I wanted to be, for sure, but it just never happened. So this contract is going to end right before we are done doing all this. You farm 20,000 acres? See? I would love to do that in real life. It's just not in the cards for me to do it where I live. I've even reached out to some farmers to try to see if they would be willing to hire me to be a farmhand or anything like that, but none of the farmers around me need any help. So every now and again I'll periodically check, but eventually I'm going to get to the point where I really can't do some of the stuff that they're going to want me to do. I mean, I'm 44 years old right now, which I know is not old, but I've, between hard labor jobs, military, and everything like that, I've kind of destroyed my body. So I might be 44, but I kind of feel like I'm 65, so... We actually got a farmer around here that farms 100,000 acres. Man, that would be... See, to me, I feel like that would be freaking awesome. I would love to do that. If I had 100,000 acres to farm, you wouldn't see me on here, though. I would definitely not be on video games at all. I feel like it would be. I feel like it would be very awesome to do. This contract's about to be done, and it will not let me finish this whole row. We're at 99% completion, which means probably the next one that drops will be 100%. Yep, done. Alright, so now I can unload this. Really? Gonna keep letting me go? No way. You're gonna let me keep going? No way. I didn't think it would let me keep going. Well, let's go get that straggler so I can feel like I've completed something. I would love to drive a tractor, man. I just would. Alright. So now we're going to shut this off. So turn the baler off. Then unload the baler. Lift the pickup. Fold it up. Alright, here we go. So we gotta remember there's straw in this baler, so... Contract number 1 done. User, I appreciate that follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Now, the money doesn't automatically go. You have to, like, actually collect on it, so... You don't have to pick up the bales. That whole contract was just to bail it. You don't have to pick up the bales. That's why I kind of liked the contracts on 22 better. Was there was more to a contract than just one part. But I guess people didn't like that as much. So you only doing like one aspect. The most that you do like multiple things is a harvesting contract, because you have to harvest the field and take it to the whatever you're harvested to the sell point. But anything else is just one part. So all I had to do was bale it. I don't have to transport it or anything. No transporting involved. Get a feedlot on there? That's fun. Yeah. That'd be interesting. I do need to look into getting a TMR mixer, because I don't have that in the... I don't have a way to mix TMR right now. Not with the cow barn that I got. there's my greenhouses. So my farm's off to the right here, Adam. I know you were wanting to see it. I told you you'd see it if you stuck around long enough. So there's my silo, grain dryer, all that. There's all my equipment, my greenhouses. They're all doing making lettuce. There's my little farmhouse. It's like right here. Right there. Got some equipment over there. This is my cow barn on the left. What's up, Blake? Cow barn right there. Just a couple extra sheds that came with it. Normally there's a pig. How do you know when you should sell your product? Yeah, I'll show you. So bale storage right here. I got silage bales, straw bales, and the other's going to be hay bales. What's up, Elite? There's my goats. I got 2 goats. So normally there was when you start this, there's a pig enclosure here. I decided to get rid of it because I didn't really feel like dealing with pigs, if that makes sense. So there's that. So as far as like knowing when to sell, or like your grain or something like that, you can check it out in the pause menu. I don't know how much of it you're going to be able to see on TikTok, but I can try to explain it when I go to it. It'll be in the pause menu. Stuff like, how do you know the prices? Oh, I got you. Yeah. That's in your pause menu. So let me do this. So if I go to my pause menu, all right, first it's going to save. But you go to, so you can't see it. So on the left side, there's different sections that you can hit your right bumper, left bumper to scroll through them. And there's a section that's going to say, it's going to start off with prices. So you can see the graph there that shows prices. You can also check on your vehicles, tools, finances, if you ever need to get a loan or something like that. And it's just kind of tells you like little things about the map, So that graph, if you notice, it says September. Well, I can't like scroll over for you, but that white line, the solid white line, that's the prices. And if you look at the top of it, it shows you a month. So now there will be you got that number that says 123. That's what alfalfa is selling for. So on the left side, that's all the crops and different things that you could sell and all that. And then above that graph, that's different points of sale that you can take it to or buy from. You can't see the sell part, but right where it says buy, just to the right of it, they're selling, and that tells you how that is. So for instance, this is alfalfa. Now I can look at barley prices, canola prices, carrots, anything that you got on the farm or on the map that's able to be sold or bought, it'll let you know. And then, so obviously you want to sell it when it's at the highest sell point. So like barley, for instance, right here, August, it sells for 1,164. I'm assuming that means per bushel. I'm assuming, I'm not sure what their selling measurement is, but so if I had barley and I harvested it right now, I would want to store it because you see that line going up? That's the price of it going up. I wouldn't want to sell that until January is where it is, and that's just off screen. So, because in January it sells at 1,700 as opposed to 1,100. So obviously I'm going to make more money doing that. So, but everything has different places to sell or buy. Just depends on what it is, what the demands are, this, that, whatever. So that's how you check that out. Anyways, back to what we was doing. I'm not gonna wash this yet. I'll wash stuff later. I don't feel like doing it right now. Oh, the paint fell off of my tractor. That's all right. I think it's a glitch because that's a mod. Have to go to work in the chicken barn? All right. Well, have fun in the old chicken barn or the chicken coop or whatever it is. Enjoy. Yeah, not a problem, Adam. Anytime. All right. Stinking little glitch. See, why is that one not green? 19,000 chickens? Holy cow. Yo, Elite with the follow. Appreciate that follow, Elite. How come your little front weight didn't turn green yet? I know why, because I haven't used you yet. Sounded as old as these other guys. Oh yeah, we're gonna do... Wait, I'm already hooked up over here. Yeah, not a problem, Adam. Have a good rest of your day, buddy. Oh no. We're gonna use this one. Time to cultivate. Time to go get to cultivate. We'll collect all our money at the after we're done with all the contracts that are active right now that we're doing. So we did one, we got 2 more to go. All right. So we are cultivating field 16, which we already, yesterday we harvested it, so shouldn't be terrible. I was using the FlexiCoil modded one, cultivator, but it is really big. And it would not fit down most of these roads. So it would definitely be a chore to get it through. And I don't think it goes as fast of a working speed. So I just went with the old Bednar one. I'm going to do a little cut through for this one, though, because I don't feel like driving all the way around the normal starting point for field 16. What a view. I love it. Here's our little cut through shortcut. That field right in front of us right there is our third contract, the harvesting one. So I might throw an AI on one of these. I'm not sure. Depends how long this is gonna take. So, all right, let's unfold our thing here. Get her unfolded. I think last time I did this, I had an AI doing it, which is why I got to reset this, but... Alright, let's go. Oh, we climbing the hills today. Cultivating contract. I don't think we're going to do AI on anything today. Man, there's no offers for tomorrow or Wednesday so far on Amazon. Kind of stinks. I do too have access to this field. Liar. Probably the only thing I like about articulated tractors is that when you get to the headlands of the field, most of the time it allows for the implement to actually get to the edge. Whereas if I did a regular tractor, we would have missed part of that outside edge on it. That's just me being OCD, though. It really doesn't matter all that much. But I only like using articulated tractors when I'm using a wheel. Because on controller, it is very touchy. And it gives me a headache. I'm actually a little surprised that this thing struggles to get up the hill with this thing. But I think I got like 900 horsepower on this thing, which should be more than enough to do what you need to do with it. Watch this turn make me a liar on the articulated. It didn't. Cool. What map am I on? Elite, this is Iowa Plainsview. Iowa Plainsview. It's made by the same person that made the Alma, Missouri map. I don't know which one they made first, but both are really good. I really like this one. I really like it. The other thing that makes it look good to me is that I took the field of view and dropped it to the lowest. So by doing that with the field of view, it made it look, you could see the hills and everything a lot better. If that makes sense, because the field of view is smaller. No, it's not Alma. It's made by the same guy that made Alma, but it's Iowa Plainsview is the name of the map. I was just saying that it's made by the same person that made Alma. It's looking good so far. Get this done and then get the we got a harvesting contract after that, which is a field right next door to us, so that ain't too bad. Although I'm not sure why we didn't have both of them to harvest yesterday. They weren't both available, but that's cool because we harvested this one yesterday. Downhill. We like downhill. That's where we can get a little speed going. Not much, but a little more. This is another one of those contracts where once it's completely done, it won't let you continue on the field because it'll be 100% done. I'm actually surprised that the baling one let me keep going. Normally that one cuts you off too. Normally. Not all the time, but... How about some John Denver, everybody? What a great song this is. I'm just saying. Man, I so wish I could do this in real life. I feel like I would have so much freaking fun. I really do. I know it's hard work and everything, but I think I would have a whole lot of fun being a farmer in real life. Especially harvesting something that I planted and like getting a good yield out of it and everything like that. Just knowing that I'm the one that planted it and I'm harvesting what I planted. I know it's not like that all the time, but it really would. I would probably have a ton of fun being an actual, like, a farmer in real life. But I can't be one, so I do it somewhat vicariously through this game, so... Ice down, 6-pack, oh. Alright, we on the up and downs now. I do like the fact that if you're going uphill or something like that, it does kind of slow down and stuff like that, especially with like a cultivator or a plow or something like that. I like that. That's a pretty cool aspect. I think after this one, I'll get the harvester down to this field next to us to start that contract. I might put an AI worker on there so I can go refill my coffee. I don't want to leave it just sitting while I'm refilling the coffee, so. We got hills on both sides of this field. This one's not as bad as the other side, but yeah, pretty much elite. If I can use John Deere, that's what I prefer. Not that I have anything against the other equipment brands or anything. I just like John Deere. Like my harvester is a Case, but that's because I had the option to have it hold 100,000 liters, and there's not a John Deere one that does. But no, I prefer John Deere. I like it. Nothing against any of the other brands. Like, I'm not a hater against any other brands. I just like it. That's all there is to it. Yes, that's all it is. Like, if I had no option but to have like all Case equipment or anything like that, then I would use that. But makes no difference to me. I actually thought about doing some other brands and stuff on here too, like doing some more Case stuff or Massey or something like that, but I just haven't figured out which ones I would do. I might do it with, instead of the 6Rs I'm using, just crashed out on farm FS25 and punched my dresser. How do you crash out playing Farm Sim? Just asking. What the heck happened? How do you crash out playing Farm Sim? The only time I've ever crashed out, and there's air quotes there, is if I've tried to do something like, he said it's easy. I mean, I guess it can be. The only time I've ever, like, quote unquote crashed out is if I've tried doing some kind of like terraforming or something, and either I screwed it up or forgot to save it. But I didn't really even like actually crash out because of that. It was definitely frustrating for sure. Header wouldn't work on grain, but it was a grain header. Yeah. Can't farm. It's a mess, and I just get mad and delete the map and repeat. Yeah. I guess that would be considered crashing out. So I figured out that I'm not good at terraforming, so I just don't do it anymore. Unless it's something very, very simple, like smoothing out something or something like that. But any other kind of terraform, nope. You can't keep a map for anything. Sometimes you just got to figure out what you're good at and what you're not good at, and then stop doing the stuff you're not good at. Or if you're thinking of doing something before you might screw it up or something, save it before you start messing around with it. That way, if you do mess it up, you're not... Yeah, I can't stand logging. I'm terrible at logging. Logging is probably the most frustrating thing for me to do on this game, so I just don't do it. I see other people do it, and they're really good at it, but now people say I'm weak, but guess what? They can't tear their skin off their knuckle from punching things. Well, nope, they can't. That is true. I didn't ever say you were weak, though. So I don't know who the people are that say you're weak, but I didn't say it. I'm not 100% sure I would have crashed out to the point where I was punching something, but we all got our tolerances, you know? It's better than you punching someone, I guess, you know? My brother's lucky I haven't punched him yet. Also crashed out playing FS17. I punched the TV and chucked the TV across the room. Oh, because he's so punchable? Yeah, I'd say that's a bad day on farm sim if you get to that point, Zach. At that point, it might be time to, like, give it a rest for a little bit. You know what I mean? Take a break. I can honestly say it doesn't matter what game I've ever played, I've never thrown my controller or punched something. I've gotten frustrated, don't get me wrong, but I've never gotten to that point. But it's the great times, right? I hear you. I hear you, Zach. Friend is throwing a controller through a wall. You just have to remember that it's just a video game. When you don't have to pay for the new stuff, sure. Twice, and he's also punched his wall. Jeez. Yeah, I guess if you had to pay for it, you would definitely think twice about doing it. Yeah, I've literally never been to the point where I've thrown a controller or anything like that. I've been frustrated. Don't get me wrong. But I guess I'm just more mild when it comes to crashing out than others, obviously. I have ADHD and get mad fast. I understand. Both of my sons have that as well. They've kind of gotten to a point where they're able to control it now, but they both had the same thing. My older son has ADHD and ODD, or he had ODD. He's kind of grown out of it, out of the ODD part, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I'm a little bit ADHD myself. I just was never diagnosed. But I 100% know exactly what you're talking about. Hold on your dresser from your knuckle. Jeez. Better wash it off. Gotta hide the evidence there. I'll survive. I'm not saying you. I'm saying hide the evidence on the dresser. Crush out going fishing in a pond and throw my pole in the pond. Once again, never done that before either. I've had a frustrating day of fishing, but I've never tossed my pole in the pond. Oy, oy, oy. See, you guys should, like... You should probably film some of those. As there was a fish on. He crashed out while you had a fish on. You know, it really stinks. There is a time that I had, and I know it had to be at least a 4 or 5 pound bass. I had him on, but where I had it, you caught a 2 pound, but your line staff got you. So I had a 4 or 5 pound bass on there, on mine, and where I was, there was a fire call. All right. So oh, that's all right. So where I was at, there was a tree down and everything, and I caught it. It was on the other side of this downed tree. Well, the dumb thing went swimming around, got me caught up in the tree branches, snapped my line off. I was so mad. Like, he jumped, and I could see how big he was. I was like so stoked that I caught it, and he got me stuck around branches and snapped my line. That was frustrating, for sure. Especially because it was a day where literally nothing was biting at all. And I was about 3.5 hours in and finally got a hit. And that happened. And so I was like, well, this must be that bad day of fishing better than a good day of work thing I'm hearing about. I am on Xbox, yes. Yep, Country Kid, I am on Xbox. about done with this one. And we'll get that, then we will get that harvesting contract done here. I can go refill my coffee cup. This is the last little portion. We're not going to get this whole pass done because the contract will be completed before we're done, but that's all right. All right, chat. Well, I got myself a route for this evening. For Amazon. So, we're going to get this harvesting contract done, and then I will need to go get ready to go handle my route. There was no morning routes for today, which was weird to me, but maybe I'll like the evening shift better than the morning shift. I'm normally an early morning person, but I don't know, I feel like maybe getting the evening shift done might be more in my wheelhouse, if that makes sense. I just think I run the risk of hitting like rush hour traffic though, but we'll see what happens. I haven't done an evening shift on Amazon yet. So we'll give it the old college try. And it pays pretty good, so it pays about the same as a morning shift does anyway. Oh, Bradwin with the follow. Appreciate that follow, Bradwin. Welcome to the Fico Style TV family. Let's go. Doobie doobie doo. I feel like I should try to make a road right here to get into our establishment. But I don't feel like terraforming and screwing up, so I'm not gonna do it. We'll wash equipment here eventually, just not right now. It's not dirty enough for me. I have to wash it yet. All right. You know what I want to do really quick while I'm thinking about it? I want to check out. It's one of these. I know these are John Deere. I think I might leave this one as it is. Actually, I got an idea. I have an idea, chat. So this one's already green. I have an idea of taking, since these are like turning green anyway, we are going to unhook, go to the shop, repaint it. I want to change the paint. Never mind. It was an EMS call, not your problem. Gotcha. Change colors, man. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. What mods do I have? A lot. I mean, I don't know if I could go through them all. I mean, it's turning green anyways. I might as well just make them all green. I like the black, but this one will probably turn green and then still be dirty. Go to your menu where you buy. No, I know. Just let me do my thing here because I don't have a ton of time. Did I do premium? Wait, did I not make a John Deere green? What is wrong with me? What a tard. What an idiot. See, it's still... It is dirty. It is Farm Simulator 25. I gotta get that other one back over here and paint it John Deere green. There's green, but then there's John Deere green. You know what I mean? Don't let me forget to do that one, chat. Oh, the other one was 5,300 because I changed the wheel weights on it. I don't like John Deere no more. I'll run Ford all day. You pay more for John Deere for the logo and paint. It's just a preference for me. It was 5,300. That last one was because I changed the wheel weights on it. Fix this right now. I know it says green, but we need a John Deere green. It didn't change much, but it changed a little bit. Ask me a math question and I can give you the answer. What's 1 plus 35? John Deere. Patty with the follow. Appreciate that follow, Patty. There's the other black one. I have one more. There we go. No. All right. I got it right. Why is this... Change green, you. I hate mods sometimes. Premium edition. Now we go to oh, that's what the problem was. Oh, ugly. Back that up, Chris. Defenders. Defenders be the problem. Where's the fenders? Fenders, fenders, fenders. Oh, doesn't give me an option. The other one's that way? Oh, never mind. I left this on EU. That's right. Because it wouldn't connect to that trailer the right way. Never mind. I forgot. I had to leave this as like the EU design instead of US design, because the US design one does not connect to this trailer properly. That's what the problem is. All right, let's get this harvesting contract done, because I do have a route I have to run for Amazon tonight, and it takes about 30 minutes to get to the place, so I don't want to run out of time. So I might have to cut it off depending on how long it takes. Problem is, they ain't got no gas in it. No, that's what this is. And thank you for saying that, because I gotta put fuel in it. Oh, I can't get fuel in it. I'm trying to remember where I went for fuel. Here, we're just gonna climb this. Climb the hill. I think I can get fuel out of this other one. That one you can't. I think I can. This other one I can. Problem is, I don't know if I can get in there with it. So I know what I can't do is I can't see. I think this one will dump fuel, even though there we go. Our little fuel. Just a little squirt. Now we gotta turn the F around. Good thing crop destruction isn't on. Otherwise that would be destroyed. See, I gotta be at the depot at 5:15. It is 3:09 right now. If I leave by 4, should be good. So hopefully we don't have to stop in the middle of this contract. Because I do gotta jump in the shower still. Gonna do our little cut through down here. I play 20 Cigarettes by Morgan Wallen. I don't do requests. If it comes on, it comes on. Sorry, buddy. This is just a playlist that's playing. It might come on. You never know. I don't forget how many songs are on this playlist. It's like something like 14 or 1500 songs or something. I don't know. Something crazy. Yeah, I just throw a playlist on and let it go. I'm sure this is where I'm going to be glad that I upgraded the header to one that goes 10 miles an hour instead of 6. It's a pretty good sized field. So. Yo, Cat Lego. Appreciate that follow. All right. I need to be jumping in the shower in about 15-ish minutes. So we'll see how this goes. Sounds good, country. Yo, I appreciate the 2,200 likes. I didn't know we got our likes up to there. I usually don't get that many likes. I appreciate it. Doing a little canola harvesting. don't think we're going to be able to finish this whole harvesting contract. Just looking at the time. That's alright though. We'll have something to look forward to either probably tomorrow morning. More than likely. You're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I was just saying I may not be able to get this harvesting done. Just looking at my time here, because I still gotta hop in the shower and get out the door in the next 40 minutes for my route today. Let me just get this little part here. Probably just turn around and go back to the other end. I do too have access to this land, liar. This field will probably end up being kind of like 16 was, and I'll get most of it done, but I'll have to unload at least once, but I don't think we're going to make it that far. I apologize that I cannot read your name, but I can see the letter A, maybe? So, I appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you. Yo, we got 20 new followers again. Let's go. You guys are killing it over there on TikTok. Hell yeah. Killing it. I don't know if this field is bigger than 16 or not. Yo, Joe Hunter, appreciate the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. I think 16 is bigger than this field. I feel. Because 16's got the hills, which actually makes it bigger as far as like total area. This one just doesn't feel quite as big. I could find out for sure, but I don't feel like doing that way. And I could actually see what the actual how many acres each one is, but I don't feel like doing it. I just feel like guessing and going by feel. I don't know. Maybe it's the same size. Maybe they're closer than I think. Going this way, it seems bigger. Going back the other way, it seems smaller. It's an optical illusion. It is a contract, Adam, yes. I had 3 contracts to do today. But I'm not going to get to finish this one before I have to hop off. Because I picked up a route for Amazon that I got to get done. And I got to be there at 5:15. It's 3:30. And I'm about an hour away. So I have to take a shower and get going to the depot to pick up my packages to deliver. So We'll have to put a pause on this till tomorrow. Gotta go make that real money. Uh, 33 grand, I think, or something like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. 30-something thousand for this one. I haven't collected my money yet for the other 2 contracts that we did. I usually collect those at the end. Whatever I'm doing for that day. Or for that stream, whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, if I stop the game right now and I come back in, it'll still be active. The contract will still be active. I'll just make sure I save it. And then I can collect on the other 2. So when I come back, it'll be right back at the same exact time that I stopped. It doesn't just like continue on, even though... Where do you go collect the money? I'll show you here in a second. After this row. I'll show you where you go. It's pretty easy. It's in your pause menu when you're done. Hopefully you'll be able to see at least most of it whenever I go to collect it. So yeah, we're finishing this row right here. We're gonna call it here because I mean you can. I just choose not to. I wait till they're all done. Now, if I needed the money because I was gonna run out or something for like product or something, then I would collect it right away. But I just wait till the end of the stream. You can collect it whenever you want after it's completed. But with me streaming, I choose to do it at the end of the stream. So this particular one, I will collect on the other 2. I'm sure there's some mod or something like that. Yeah, unless I have to spend it right away. So we're gonna cut this off for now. And we're gonna go ahead and collect on the 2 contracts we did already. Because I do have to get rocking and rolling. I gotta make that real money. So I go in the pause menu. So the game is saved. Right, Adam? So when I close out of the game and come back in, it'll be right back to this exact point. So you can't see it on the left side, but on the left side, there will be a little section that you hit your LB or RB to get to, and it'll show contracts. You can't see it, but right now I'm on the active contract list. So this one is completed, and this one is completed. Both of these contracts are completed. So you see there's an option down there where it says collect. Boom, collect. So you saw my money, or you'll see the money go up. This one was 78,000. Are you shut up to the UN? Really? Interesting. And I collected on that one. So we got money. So now, gotta go. So now, there's our money. Up to 169,000. Yep. What's up, Mike? All right, chat. Unfortunately, I have to end it there. I do have a route I gotta go run. And I gotta have time to get a shower in and get to the depot. So I will so I'm going to save this. Yeah. I appreciate that insight, buddy. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right, chat. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. 21 new followers today. You guys are unreal. We'll be back tomorrow. I I don't think I'll be back tonight. Just really depends on how the route goes. But yeah, get my route done. For sure we'll be back tomorrow and we'll keep on going. We'll continue where we left off right now. So you guys have a great rest of your afternoon, evening, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.